Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for being here. Appreciate each and every one of you. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Really helps me out. Helps me grow the channel. Helps me to spread the word of drip out to the masses so we can defeat this horrific, disgusting, despicable coordinated attack on drip that we're experiencing at the moment. Also, please remember, I'm not a financial advisor. I never have been and I never will be. I just provide insight into projects I'm invested in. But I must mention that subscriptions or memberships to this channel are available for the very reasonable fee of 90 Great British Pounds per month, for which you will get shout outs in my videos, and I'll also make you a custom video where I will consume 24 cans of lager of your choice while shirtless, smearing mayonnaise and ketchup from a burger van over my chest for your pleasure. During this video I will continually talk about the coordinated attack and repeat your name. Anyway, with that out of the way, let's have a little look at the chart, shall we? Now, I'm a big technical analysis man these days, and what we got here is what I call the cock and ball formation, whereby this is the ball, or the bollock, or the testy, or the nut, whatever you like to call it, that's hanging there. Now, we've gone a little bit flaccid, so this is the cock. You see it hanging down here? Now, what drip, drop, draw is the Viagra, which will send us into an erect position. It will send the price up here, so it's like the cock will become hard, but at the moment not enough people are playing drip, drop, draw. So if you play with your cock, it becomes stiff. It's the same with this drip. If you play drip, drop, draw, price will rise like blood flowing into a penis. Hey, Drunktopian, man, you need to stop this shit. I think I need to take over. You keep looking at my tits, man. I know I got a lovely pair, but come on, man, stop staring. You're acting like I'm one of the ladies at the faucet, like I'm a piece of meat. Show a little bit of respect, eh? I know I'm a good-looking guy, but I feel a little bit uncomfortable. You can looking at me like I'm a piece of meat. The only type of meat I like is steak. And as it turns out, I'm the most South African sounding Australian in the world. I need to stop talking about biltong and braais and start talking about barbies and shrimps and snags and drinking Victoria bitter, or vaginal backwash as we call it over here, hey? Anyway, I'm going to do the introduction for this douchebag, for this Upton prick crypto. I don't think you need to be involved in this anymore, Lee. You need to go and carry on with what you're doing anyway. So, what have I been up to? I've been hanging around with, sorry, I didn't introduce myself. My name's the Dripology. I'm part of the House of Maxis, the NFA show, the Crypto Collective, where we like to talk about drip. We like to ride e-scooters. We like to vape. We like to play games like Drip, Maxi, Guess Who, where, for example, you could ask a question like, do you have a couple of horses and a couple of houses? And you say, hey, that's Drunktopian. Or you could say, have you been wrong continuously about everything for the last 18 months? And you say, hey, that's Kenny Ken. That's my man. That's my financial advisor. Now, I was speaking to Kenny Ken earlier on today. I think he was speaking with Warren Buffett because he needs some financial advice. And where does anyone go if they need financial advice? They go to see Kenny Ken. Now, I know he's retired the drip jacket and he's saying he's not a drip maxi anymore, but it's just a matter of time before Forex reaches out to him. Like, they reach out for Batman, they send the signal into the air, and Kenny Ken's going to put the jacket back on and he's going to send the price parabolic like he's been saying for such a long time, eh? Well, anyway, this is Kenny Ken made a video where he was going through all of the things that people were saying to him, and they were saying he'd been wrong so many times, man. I just don't get where these people are coming from, man. I really don't understand it. Kenny Ken, he's a great guy, the crypto king. So what? He's got a 3,000 pigs or something and the price is going down, but the guy knows what he's talking about, eh? He's not been dumping on the same like Ray. He's a great guy. And there was someone else I was thinking about earlier. Do you remember Thomas G? Crypto Talk with Thomas G. Rhyming sprees. I remember that guy. We need to look into what he's been up to. Hey, I'm talking too much, man. I need to go. Well, let's hand over to this Upton prick crypto. He really is a complete douchebag, and just listen to what this prick has to say. Right, I didn't really have many impressions to do, so I thought I'd quickly start off with some bollocks, and then we'll look at the market and go over drip and see what people are saying these days. So We've got a market cap of $1.17 trillion, which is still healthy. We're over $1 trillion. We're down 0.31% today. 24-hour trading volume is fairly low for a Monday, 29.5 billion. Bitcoin dominance is still around 48.7%, trading just shy of $29,500. Ethereum isn't moving at all. It's still $1,800. Obviously, I've mentioned I'm not a financial advisor, but XRP at this price is still a decent buy. Everything in the top 10 of these prices represent a good buy. There you see Solana up another 8% again. I see that going to easily to $100, if not all-time highs during the next bull run, which is why I'm stacking those. Cardano again. That's a $3, $4, $5 coin in my opinion. If you can accumulate 10,000 of those, you'll be sitting pretty next time the bull run comes along. Biggest rises in the last 24 hours. Oh, that's one of my major holdings. HBAR's up 19%. That's quite nice. I haven't checked my portfolio today, but it's always nice. Top community accounts, VeChain. That's something I'm invested in quite heavily. And the fear and greed index is at neutral, which is when I quite like to invest. When there's not really, when there's a lot of people like to invest when the market's down. I do that. I don't get involved when people are being greedy, but around this time when people are fairly neutral with the sentiment, personally I believe that's a good time to be getting involved. Sorry, I'm stuttering a bit. Now let's look at DRIP, currently trading at 0.0307, down another nearly 10%, but don't worry, you're still getting your 1% a day. Yeah, it doesn't paint a pretty picture. We'll talk about Kenneth's video later on. DRIP, just think, if you'd have sold on August the 7th, you could have dumped just shy of 0.12 instead of almost 0.03. These Moonboy clowns really think this garbage is going to turn. LOL. Next they'll be bragging they have 20 max wallets that pays less than 20 cents a day. If you like getting wrecked, listens to idiots like this guy. Which guy is that? Anyone selling DRIP now is selling at a massive loss. That's not me being emotional, by the way. I'm just stating facts. Those of you that are cheering that you're selling your bags are doing it so at tremendous lots. This isn't smart investing, by the way. You're not someone who is to be listening to. DDD is working as planned as the community is cheering. It's getting rid of the rubbish to make way for the new. Have fun selling your bag, losers. Please sell much, much more. Again, this goes back to that cult-like behaviour I've heard. DRIP, an average human poop, has more value than this garbage. I was thinking about this. James Pelton would probably do an AMA on that if you said you could turn your shit into an NFT. That's the sort of scumbag he is. Let's have a look at the chart, because what I noticed earlier is we're starting to form gaps. That's never a good sign. So there's like let's see if we can measure that in percentage terms. So there was a gap. You shouldn't really get gaps in crypto, but what you're looking at, 14% gap between daily candles. So yeah, things are starting to look a little bit worse. As for the buying, let's go to my DRIP faucet actually. Let's compound it. Let's check the value. Yesterday it was worth about $700. Yeah, 761. Faucet, let's compound it. I've always compounded. I've never claimed a thing. I've been quite open and honest. I invested $5,000. Looks like I'm going to lose it. Do I care? Not really. I've had fun with the videos and whatnot. I've met some very interesting, well not met, but I've come across some very interesting characters. And I know that one day there's people like Drip Coach, and there's people that know a hell of a lot more than him. Excuse me, I need to cough. Everyone that's been dumping on us will be exposed. I think the coach has exposed Ray for what he really is. And I'm thinking that Thomas G, he disappeared, didn't he? I think he knew what was going on, so he deleted his channel. So it'd be very interesting to have a look at his wallets. Crypto Kings, apparently he's been dumping all the while he's been making these videos. So we need to go to YouTube, because he made a video. Where is YouTube? Hey, it's the NFA show, man. This is where the Crypto Collective, the House of Maxis, this is where we hang out. Look at this guy. Look at the tits on him, eh? He's a real man, a real alpha male. Let's look at Crypto Kings. Hang on. Crypto Kings wrong. Who would be searching for that? Anyway, so he made this video today saying, I'm finished. And he was addressing the comments. Right. Look at that drip jacket. Beautiful. So in this video, people were saying, oh, what, you've been wrong so many times. And he was saying, I've always been right. Everything I've said has been right. So let's go through some of his video. Drip, drop, draw, just went bananas. So this is 6 days ago. He's making drip videos saying that max accounts are going away. Drip network, why I'm still bullish. Let's talk DDD. do not reveal this to anyone. He's talking about his conversation with Forex Shark, or the Shark as I like to call him. Drip, drop, draw. History is about to be made. Yep. You were wrong there. After round 10, drip price will rise drastically. You were wrong there. Major price appreciation coming. Wrong there. 30 to 50x gains incoming. Wrong there. It's time. Drip, drop, draw is just hours away. There was let's look for something where he's talking about, so he's talking about people who do this will make millions. All these, DDD is working flawlessly. What else has he been saying? The drip bull won't run his head. This is just a month ago. Now he's not making videos about drip anymore. He's retired the jacket. But this bloke, if he, well, it's already been proven. He's been, look, he's talking about a $200 drip here. Price, how high can drip go? 1 month ago. And now he's saying, I'm not talking about it anymore. The guy's a scumbag. He really is. I know he's just a kid, but come on, man. Some of these, it's moon time. People who accumulate these tokens will make millions. This will be the biggest investment opportunity we've ever had. Drip is finally about to go parabolic. You get the gist of it, the moral of the story. No, the gist of the story, right? If you know what I'm saying, I'm not saying I'm bearish on drip. What I'm saying is that I'm just going to make less content on drip. What I want to do is concentrate on making videos about Animal Farm, because that's where most of my money is. Even though the price is tumbling, I believe that Animal Farm just has so much utility and so much potential for price appreciation. I'm going to put so much money into it, and I've accumulated over 3,000 pegs. What I'm going to do now is stop talking about drip. I'm losing subscribers, and people are disliking my videos. I don't understand why, when I've been a drip maxi and promoted so many things. I don't see why people can say I'm the prophet. So I don't know how people can say that I've been wrong about anything. You can go through my back catalogue, and everything on my videos, everything I've predicted has come to pass. The prophet. Let's go back a few months, hey, and look at some of my videos. Oh my God, look, that was where I had a row with Beach Office 365 7 months ago. Smart money is buying now. Look, £15 per dog. Wow. Listen, the prophet is very rarely wrong. So let's go. That's enough of that. Let's go and look at the buys and the sells. The buy volume 1.1k, sell volume 17k. I think you can buy 1,000 drip for less than $50 now. So if you're a gambling man, I have been in the past. I bet on football or soccer, depending on wherever you are in the world. Boxing, I bet on. Not massive amounts. I can't look at Kenny anymore. Look at that drip jacket. It is bloody sexy. He's a fine looking man. Not as much sexy as the Dripology with those big tats and the e-scooters and the vaping and the steaks, and using insults like douchebag that gets the ladies dripping. It's drippy out there, and it's Forex. That's Forex Shark. We love that guy. I don't know if you've seen, there's a guy in my house at Maxie's. He looks a little bit like Richard from Guess Who. He's got a bald head and a beard. You need to check him out. He's a good looking guy too. He's got quite a nice set of tits as well. You need nice tits to be in my crypto collective or the house of Maxie's. I've completely lost my chain of thought there. Kenneth and his jacket and Dripology and his tits have distracted me. So all this selling going on. What the fuck was I talking about? So yeah, it's gonna. What do we need to talk about? Drip Coach is doing a great job going through these wallets, but at some point it's all going to be exposed. Who's been selling and who's been dumping on people all the while, but by promoting it. Like Ray, for example, he's been shown up just by Drip Coach, but there's people out there. Everything on the blockchain is there. It's all there for people to see. I'm curious to know what Thomas G did. I'm very curious to know what Stunner Breezy did, what Crypto Kings did, and this is my major point. Why doesn't Forex, the Shark, actually I'll use his real name, the Forex Shark must be aware of these allegations against Ray. Now, any sort of leader would, or decent leader worth their salt, would stand up and they would denounce him and say, look, I've just been made aware of what Ray's been doing. I was completely unaware of it. It's disgusting what he's done. He's no longer associated with Drip. He can't be the figurehead anymore. Enough's enough. And people would say, well, fuck me, this guy's actually serious about this. He's not taking any crap anymore. He's taking his project seriously. He's getting rid of the bad actors. But it doesn't look like that's going to happen. That would be the most logical thing to do, would be to just get rid of that bloke. Because he goes on mic calling people that say, like people like me, a crackhead. I mean, I don't personally take drugs. I very rarely drink. But yeah, people that are like, I'm spreading FUD. All I've done, if you go back from all of my videos, all I've ever done is spoke facts, and I've been proven to be right. And I don't take any pleasure in that or say, I told you so. But I did say a long time ago that this was going to happen, a long time ago. Which you may be questioning, well, why didn't you start claiming then? And I said at the time, because I'm a stubborn little fucker, and I'm just on the off chance that this thing does turn around, I'm going to keep compounding, which is what I did. It's not got me anywhere. But like I said, if you are a gambling man, there is the opportunity you could start a few new wallets for 50 quid with 1,000 drip, and you could max them out in 18 months. And God knows what might happen. If drip was at 20 cents, you'd be making money. Do I think it will happen? No. Will I do it? Maybe 100 quid, 1,000 drip. 2,000 drips, two new wallets. It's a possibility. And what's 100 quid? It's a night out, isn't it? Not even a night. It's a meal. Like, so. It's a fucking stupid idea, but stranger things have happened, especially now you've got people like Kenny not making videos. Maybe you get people that actually know what they're talking about making videos, because that kid is fucking clueless. Now let me have a sip of my drink. Stay hydrated, guys. Just like drunk typing is the most important thing. If your mind or your body is not hydrated, you can't think straight, you'll make poor financial decisions. If you need to make a good financial decision, go where my man Warren Buffett goes. Go to see Kenny, the crypto king. He knows exactly what he's talking about. So yeah, will I start another couple of wallets? I'm thinking I might as well, just for the fucking sake of it. I mean, I'm already down $5,000. What's another $100? Nothing, is it? And at least I'll be putting some money into the ecosystem. And another thought I had was, supposedly Forex Shark, he loves to tell people in his AMAs how he's the best trader on Bybit, the number one ranked crypto trader in the world. Why doesn't he inject some capital into this project? What's stopping him from doing that? What's stopping him from doing something I know he doesn't have to, but if he really does feel like he's got this community, how much would people respect the fact that he was prepared to put, like, I don't know how much money he's worth or how much he's got in drip, but why doesn't he, he could do something like that to prop the price up or something. I mean, things like that have been done with other assets in the past. I mean, it might be classed as insider trading, but it's a very unregulated market, so there's nothing stopping the number one rated trader in the world in crypto, as he likes to claim he is, the best developer in the world. Why doesn't he do something like denounce Ray and use some of his profit from his tradings to turn this around and do something for his community? He would be regarded as a hero then, wouldn't he? Everyone would think, oh God, he's not a fucking like a scumbag, he's actually a real leader of men. I mean, I know I'm waffling on that, but I don't script anything. I just sit down at the end of a long day and just start talking, because I compound an evening, so I might as well record when I'm doing it. Yeah, pretty sad to see. My biggest deposit is 65 tickets. This is another thing, that's sort of sacrificing drip. That's what makes me think this is a cult. Why would you sacrifice your tokens? Come on, man. That's just like, you're brainwashed if you're sacrificing your own tokens. You shouldn't need to sacrifice to prop up the price of an asset, especially when something's down like 30% or even more since it happened. B-Reap's down at 12-something%. Let's look at let's go to because this is what Kenny's into. Let's go and look at AFP. Let's look at dogs first, see how much they're at. Because Kenny's telling us, look, this is the greatest farm in DeFi history. You've got dogs at $3.32. Now, I mean, I know it's not, they were at $56 at one point. That's actually great price action. I mean, if you don't know about price action, in order to have positive price action, you need negative price action to appreciate the good. You need the bad to experience the good. That's the sort of shit we'll be talking about. But look at Animal Farm Pigs, $25, up 1.45% today. If you go to the all-time chart, and I know for a fact that Kenny was buying around $100, so he's spent thousands and thousands of dollars on this shit, if he really has. And he must be down bad, real down bad. He should have taken the money he made dumping drip and bought some property or invested in something worthwhile, like Warren Buffett, like invested in Coca-Cola or Amazon or some tech company. I know Warren Buffett doesn't invest in tech, he invests in things he believes in, like McDonald's and Coca-Cola, stuff like that. But Ken, he's doing well. He's going to end up like Andrew Carnegie, J.D. Rockefeller, people like that. They'll make documentaries about the guy one day. But yeah, this pigs thing and this being the greatest farm, I mean, he says that there's no correlation between drip becoming a complete failure and the future of Animal Farm. I really do beg to differ. The Shark's reputation's in tatters. Ray's reputation's in tatters. The only person who I do continually make fun of, that I do believe has been trying his best and been honest with his community, is Lee over at Driptopian. I don't think that he's done anything shady. I think that he's genuinely probably a decent human being. I think he's a bit of a twat, but I don't think there's any malice in the man. I think sometimes he does stupid things when he drinks too much, but I think he's not a bad actor. I think he's trying hard with his food business that he's starting. I think he's picked a pretty shitty project to line up with. Look at that, down 70%, just distracting myself. So yeah, there's Crypto Kings, Thomas G, Stunner, Ray, there's probably a myriad of other people that made a lot of money out of drip and dumped on the community. I mean, if they were bullish on this project, they'd be buying in now. If they really thought this thing was going to go up, they'd be buying at 4 cents, wouldn't they? So you've only got knobs like me that are thinking, oh, maybe I could buy 1,000 drip for 4 cents, just to take a gamble on it. I mean, I bet on worse things. But yeah, that's my thoughts for now. But Drip Coach has got a few good videos coming out soon. There's other few people, I forget the names off the top of my head, but they make some content where they talk about how people like Kenny and Ray talk absolute bullshit and they can't be trusted. But hopefully one day someone like I don't know, CoffeeZilla or someone of the like will make a video about this project, and all the bad actors will be exposed and they will have to answer for what they've done, because it's pretty poor in my opinion. But anyway, I think I've been going on for long enough. Fuck me, I've been talking for 21 minutes. That's a lot of bollocks you've had to listen to if you've made it this far. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Any questions, I'll get back to you as soon as I can. I know I've been pretty poor with that recently, but it's school holidays, and trust me, it's hard work. School holidays are hard work. So anyway, I wish you all well. Be safe, take care, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.